My name is Taylor Jackson, aka Lilbro Taylor, and with another season of Hard Knocks drama on and off the field upon us, Apollo Media is here to take you off the gridiron. Isn't that right, Noah?
Okay. Oh, what's two things you can't have for breakfast?
I could eat anything for breakfast.
Ravioli?
Lunch and dinner. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Off The Gridiron, an NFL podcast presented by Apollo Media. All Houston, all original. I am one of your hosts, Lilbro Taylor, a.k.a. the Juice Box Junkie, and I'm joined today by the gentle giant, Noah Outlaw himself.
Is that your nickname? Are you the Juice Box Junkie?
Oh, yeah, that's my Astros playoff persona.
I love it.
We also got Garrett watches movies on the books today. Garrett, say what's up to the people.
How's it going? What's up? I'm off camera.
We are back. Week 2 is under the belt.
Yeah.
Crazy week. Not particularly a happy week for all of us.
Pretty bad.
We're going to start here with the Houston Texans, and Noah, I'm just going to let you have the floor here.
You know, it's a game I just don't really like talking about because, well, I'm going to start with the positives, right? The defense doesn't look bad. I mean, the defense has some dogs. The defense has been playing well through the first 2 weeks, but the issue is both weeks so far the defense has kind of fallen apart in the fourth quarter.
Right.
And I think the reason is because our offense is on the field for a minute and a half. They get no time to rest because our offense is non-existing. It's non-existent. It's in another realm. It is not here on Earth. It's somewhere far away because it is not at NRG Stadium or Mile High Stadium or any stadium that the Texans are playing football in. It's terrible.
How about that quarterback play? Huh? Millie season, huh? It's the same shit week in, week out. Like, we saw this in training camp. Yeah. We saw this week 1. We saw this week 2. This man cannot hit a pass on the sideline to save his life. And here's a take for you. You ready for this? Lovie Smith was right to punt the ball last week. Because if you put that play in Davis Mills' hands, you lose the game.
Yeah,
that's proven to me at this point.
I don't know about that. Look, I see what you're saying. The week 1 game is just. I will never talk about that game ever again. That was just a non-existent, stupid game.
I think he made the right call. I think he made the right move. He knows what he has. He knows what he has. And he said, fuck it, I'll take a tie.
Yeah. So, there's not many people that support Davis more than myself. I've been a big Davis Mills truther for a while.
We've been his biggest supporters. But at some point, you got to start drawing lines.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was thinking after this game. It's like I'm not off the wagon completely on him, but really, really rough game. Whenever you're playing Russell Wilson and your defense is shutting him down for 3 quarters, like and you can't score on offense at all? What are we doing here? Like 3 field goals, and you're right. There's just nothing I see out of Davis that's like, oh, that's a bright spot. There was nothing that I saw week 2, and really week 1 even. I mean, I know he had 2 touchdown passes, but the week 1 game doesn't really impress me much because it was the same play both times. It was O.J. Howard up a seam on just a go route, and he was wide open on both, so there was no real arm talent being shown. There wasn't any real, going through his progressions. It was just like, oh, O.J. Howard's wide open. All I have to do is throw one good pass. Like, not even a good pass, just one pass that's in his general area. And
here's about the time when we'd start, ragging on Lovie Smith or, Pep or anybody. But here's the thing. I don't feel like the play calling has been abysmal at all. The offensive line got bullied almost every single snap.
Yeah.
None of the running backs can get anything happening.
Yeah.
Brandon Cooks is dropping wide open touchdown passes.
Yep.
And on the flip side of the ball, you have Derek Stingley, second game out, sure, whatever, but literally getting torched on every single play.
Yeah, I mean the Stingley thing you mentioned is true. He didn't have a great game. There are a couple good plays, but nothing crazy. But you're like, it's his second game, it's his rookie year. I'll give him a break there. Cooks that touchdown that he dropped in the end zone is unacceptable. And also, I don't know, but also just looking at it, the placement was a little weird. The ball placement was a little weird.
I mean, it was a mediocre throw, but
Yeah, but he
got two hands on it.
A guy
with
like
nobody within 3 yards.
Yeah.
In
Absolutely.
the end zone.
Yeah. Well, so in that you can't have that. And our offensive line is looking pretty terrible.
They started Green at guard.
Here's the thing. The left side of the line with Tunsil and Kenyon has been good. They're good together. They're having good seasons. Titus Howard is underwhelming me, and the right guard and center position is just it's kind of catastrophic.
The type of offense that the Houston Texans want to run, you absolutely have to have time in that pocket.
Yeah. Well, and then what I will say is, like, and I loved seeing this, Dameon Pierce got fed this game.
He absolutely did.
A lot of carries.
He ran hard.
A lot of carries. And yeah, exactly. He's running hard, and he's getting those dirty yards, those extra yards, those tough yards. And that's one thing, Rex Burkhead, who I think is a talented back, but that's not something that is in his skill set that I think Pierce brings to the table, which is why he should be getting majority of the carries. Pierce can break some tackles, but if the offensive line, if the middle of the offensive line was just a little bit better, Pierce wouldn't have to be eating and fucking getting shit on, but getting those extra yards. He should be able to break a few big runs because he's capable of it, but the offensive line is doing him no favors. So,
Producer Garrett, raise our hopes here and say something nice about the Texans.
Well, after the game, a lot of people were very upset with Davis Mills and how the Texans performed. I understand that. Davis didn't look great. Whole team didn't look great, to be honest. I think maybe the one bright spot was the front seven and maybe Dameon Pierce. But I'm not ready to jump off the Davis train yet. I mean, I get it. He didn't look good. But maybe, it's week 2 of the NFL season. Russell Wilson didn't look good. And we all know Russell Wilson's, pretty good. It's week 2. I don't think he is the future. I've always thought that. I don't think he is the future. But for right now, he's as good as you can get. He's better than fucking Jeff Driscoll. I just, let's have a little faith in Davis to maybe win us some games this year. We're not going to win a bunch. Let's just have fun with him for now.
But here's the thing. If you say he's not the future, why do you want to win games?
Well, not many. But, here's the deal, though. The quarterback draft class coming up, I don't love it. Bryce Young is cool. He's an Alabama offense, but that's the thing. He's an Alabama offense, and C.J. Stroud is really good, has really great numbers all the time, but he also is an Ohio State offense with tons of talent. That is to say, if they'd have come here, they're not going to do great because we have a lot other things to fucking focus on. I think we have bigger holes to fill than quarterback right now.
Okay, but what are you saying here? Are you saying you don't want to draft a quarterback?
Maybe not. Maybe if we have such a high draft pick.
What else do we do then, though? I'm not
doing it. Listen, if we get number 1, we get Will or something. We don't need a quarterback. We don't need to settle on a quarterback that high.
Well, here's the thing.
Leashes are short in the NFL.
Yeah.
You don't get year after year after year.
That's true.
If Davis doesn't...
whoever's at the head of this sword is going to pay the price for not having a solid QB at the helm.
Here's the thing. If Davis doesn't improve... Sorry to cut you off, but the thing is, if Davis doesn't improve drastically... we're definitely going to be drafting a quarterback in the draft next year, and it'll probably end up being Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud. I'm more on the Bryce Young side of things. I've kind of go back and forth on it, but I'm just looking at Ohio State quarterbacks and how they transition to the NFL, and then compared to Alabama quarterbacks and how they transition. Look what Tua just did this week. Look what Tua. Mac Jones is having some success. You know what I mean? So there just seems to be more of a NFL success rate with Alabama quarterbacks compared to Ohio State, which is Justin Fields hasn't really looked.
But he's on the Bears though. He's on the Bears, who are very bad. The Bears are very, very bad.
Better record than the Texans.
I saw a video of a fan crying after Sunday Night Football. They are very bad.
No,
I don't think Justin Fields' performance.
What medication is that fan on to think they had a chance against the Green Bay Packers?
Should have been crying in the offseason.
They got all hard after fucking week 1 because they beat the 49ers during a monsoon. Didn't mean anything. So they all got excited. Bears fans get excited over everything, Yeah. But I think C.J. Stroud it will be the better quarterback than Bryce Young. I have more faith in him like that. He's phenomenal numbers, and I mean he has great arm talent. So
I'd be fine with
have
either.
him.
I'd be fine with either one of them, but going back to also, I think you're right about the thing you mentioned. If we have the number 1 overall pick, if the Texans have the number 1 overall pick, probably need to get Will Anderson out of Alabama. He's just a
You need to get the
generational
best
talent.
player.
But here's the thing: the Browns might have a top 10 pick as well. They just lost to the fucking Jets, so
They should be 0-2 in my opinion.
yeah. So that we might have the 7th pick as well, where we could get a pretty solid quarterback. It might not be the Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud, but or Casario says, okay, actually with this first pick, I'm going to take C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young, and with the 7th or 8th pick, we don't get Will Anderson probably, but you can get a really great.
I guess
great
having
player.
2 first-round picks, both potentially in the top 10, does it does give you some clarity and gives you some leniency of what you're going to do. You
Yeah.
can take a
Let
quarterback first.
me
overall.
tell you why the Houston Texans will be taking a quarterback in the first round of next year's draft.
Yeah.
I hate to hammer the same nail over and over, but he cannot complete anything on the sideline.
Yeah.
Anything 5 yards outside the hashes, he's done for.
Yeah.
And defenses know this now. So they're just pinching the field, not letting anything up the seams happen, letting him make those throws on the outside because they know they're never going to land.
Mm-hmm.
It's about to become a tougher challenge for Davis Mills. They have the tape on him now.
I mean, they have the tape for sure. I think Davis will have better games this year, and it might convince them.
No.
Okay, well, we still have something. They might draft a quarterback still, most likely, but I bet you Davis will still be our starter week 1 next year with a
Fuck
rookie
no.
quarterback.
I'm not gonna lie to you. There's just no
Call
way.
me when he hits an out route.
No, here's the thing. I see what you mean, Gare. It's not going to happen because if Davis's leash ends this season, and they almost didn't even want to give him this season, but at the end of the year he started playing well, so they were like, okay, I guess he did earn a try. You know what I mean? He deserves to at least show if he has it, and I know it's only week 2, and I really hope it turns around. That would be awesome. But from what I see now, there's just no way it's turning around anytime soon. And he doesn't get next year. He's not a first-round pick.
Also,
and
to
that's
add
going
on
to give him.
add on also top of that, I don't think the coaching helps him out at all. So, not at all. I don't think the offense helps him out. I think it's a lame-ass offense.
What's your prediction for next week?
I think it's the Bears. I don't think we're going to get anything going on offense again. I think this offense.
Final score 6-9. Barn burner.
Oh yeah, it's going to be one of those low-scoring games, just like this past week. Justin Fields is going to make a late game-saving play in the fourth quarter, score a touchdown. He's going to rush it in. They're going to win. We're going to be sitting here doing the same thing. But I mean, we all knew the offense was going to be lame as fuck. We all knew it. They don't have a ton of playmakers. Their best playmaker is Brandon Cooks.
Did not know that, actually.
I knew that.
I had more faith in our offense coming into the season than our defense, which obviously was very, very wrong
I
about.
know. Listen, I know we're all talking about Pep being some genius, some masterclass offensive guru. I don't see it from him. I didn't see it last year. I don't see it this year. I don't want him being our head coach going forward. I know you want him to be, but I think the offense. I think coaching's bad.
I don't want him to be our head coach, but I've thought if he really shows out, he could be the guy. But which honestly, like I said, I think you mentioned this. I don't think the play calling has even been that bad. Week 1 it was bad. Week 2 it was fine. It's just there's no quarterback there that can make any of the plays.
Battles. They're not winning on the line.
The play calling itself was fine, in my opinion. It was more just execution by the players, and there some guys are executing and some weren't. And sadly, our quarterback, which is the most important position on the field, was on the side of weren't. He wasn't. Davis couldn't do anything.
It's funny watching Texans fans build themselves up and get torn right back down.
What else do we have? What else do we have? We only have ourselves to build each other up. The media doesn't help. The whole ass team doesn't help. We only have us, the
That's
fans.
football, baby.
Yeah.
That's football, baby. On the other side of the break, we'll tackle the Saints. The rest of the NFL. It was a wild week 2 around the rest of the NFL. 3 games in particular that were absolutely mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Tremendous comebacks. The Dolphins, the Cardinals, and the Jets.
Yep.
Kyler Murray just put the entire team on his back.
He did.
That was impressive.
Yeah, he heard all the jokes about Call of Duty Double XP weekend and shit. And
That
people
2-point conversion, he
Yeah.
ran around, what did they put the timer on it? Like 31 seconds?
31 seconds, and he ran a total back and forth of 85 yards in the backfield.
That's fucking video game.
Yeah,
play.
and that wasn't. He had multiple crazy 2-point conversions. The one where he ran 85 yards is the one where he ran it in. Then there was one he scrambled. He was going back and forth for like 10 seconds, and then he told his little backup tight end, he was like, "Hey, go this way," and then just a perfect dot back in the end zone. Kyler really. Week 1, I was like, "Ooh, Kyler," and then week 2, I was like, "Ooh, Kyler," and then I was like, "Oh, Kyler.
Kyler.
Damn, dude."
Yes, Kyler.
He looked
And
good.
if you thought that game was close, the Dolphins came back and beat a game that started
Yeah.
on a kick return for a touchdown
Yeah.
by Dunleavy, right?
Yeah.
For the Ravens?
No,
Ravens
it was
had
Devin Duvernay. Yeah.
Duvernay.
Yeah.
The Ravens had this in the palm of their hands the whole time.
Yeah.
Fantasy owners were looking at Lamar Jackson's stats at halftime thinking, holy shit, I just hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
I pray they didn't have to go against either of the Dolphins wide receivers.
Yeah.
Both over 175 yards, both 2 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill, the Waddle,
Dude.
Tua, holy shit, Tua.
That was our first big time Tua moment.
Yeah.
If we're gonna get a bunch of them, that's the one that we're gonna go.
It
That's
was
where it
the
started.
start.
It
Yeah.
looks so fucking weird watching a ball come out of the left hand.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
did you
I
see,
feel like I'm watching a fucking out of a
Yeah,
mirror
yeah.
every time.
Did you see that footage that someone like reversed and it made it look like he was throwing right-handed? It changes your perception on how
Does
he throws
it?
the ball. Yes, absolutely. It looks
Wow.
normal. It looks completely normal. It looks amazing.
Weird.
Actually, his ball, the ball that he throws.
Yeah.
It's just that he throws left-handed. It looks really weird.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
just
imagine.
a southpaw quarterback is.
Yeah.
It's weird. I mean,
Very
let's call a spade a spade. It's fucking
Yeah.
weird.
And the one thing that's weird about Tua is like he had this game just insane. 6 touchdowns, I think 497 yards or something. Unowned in most fantasy leagues. Like he's on the waiver wire in most fantasy leagues. So obviously, if you haven't already, I missed a boat. Someone already picked Garrett picked him up.
And a little drama. Isn't the Dolphins the team that Jackson was liking pictures on of him? Like, the
Oh
jersey
yeah,
shot
yeah.
And on
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Well, I guess they're
something to
not
watch,
going to need
something
him
to
anymore.
watch.
Hey, don't worry, Lamar Jackson. Hey, we might have a spot for you here in Houston. If
Hey.
you want to maybe come in.
Hey.
No, we don't.
Maybe come in.
Don't come here.
And then, in just the most Cleveland Brown fashion, they absolutely
Rough.
blow it.
Browns the
Against
Browns.
none other than the New York Jets.
Well, I was going to say, it's 2022, and you let the Joe Flacco-led Jets come back. Dude, it's 30-17 with them at the 2-minute warning. That's nuts.
You know 3 fucking touchdowns were scored after the 2-minute warning?
Nuts.
Steven Stefanski hurdles his kids around, brings them down to the field, ready to go have a picture, a family moment after a big win, and they just had to sit there front and center and watch their dad fucking blow
That's
it.
why you don't bring family down to the end of regulation. Don't do it.
It's
do it.
just
No one
nuts.
else but the Cleveland Browns.
No, yeah.
No one
absolutely.
else.
I love it, though. Also, Garrett Wilson, rookie, obviously. I think he was the first receiver taken, I believe.
Drake London.
Perhaps.
Drake
Really?
London was first. Then Garrett Wilson went 10. Olave went 11.
Okay. So one of the guys we were most interested in seeing this year, just an incredible game. Him and Joe Flacco were pretty much the main contributors to this comeback.
He's talented.
Yeah.
Jake on the Atlanta game, Drake London looks good.
Drake London does look good. This is something we've been debating.
I'm coming to your side on this. He looks
Yeah.
like an NFL wideout.
I've been high on Drake London since I watched him in college, and I'm loving this. I really Atlanta. I like Atlanta. There's something about Atlanta to me that I'm like, it makes sense for them to have a good receiver, and now they have Kyle Pitts, and I'm happy Drake London is playing well. Desmond Ridder doesn't seem to be the guy, and Marcus Mariota starting, and he's honestly fine. I guess.
Mariota is a fine bridge quarterback.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah, but they're gonna have to fix their QB situation somehow, but honestly, they're not
They
too
almost
far
fucking
away.
Came back too.
I know, and they almost beat the Saints week 1.
They
Looking
could be
better
looking
better than we thought.
They could be
Yeah.
2-0 right now.
Everybody's pissed they are not targeting Kyle Pitts though.
Yeah, I know. I if I had him in fantasy, I'd be very upset.
Sounds like me last year.
Yeah.
What a foreseeable move by Kyle Shanahan getting that Jimmy G deal done.
yeah.
R.I.P. Trey Lance, ankle broken, out for the year.
Yeah.
Luckily, you already signed your quarterback though.
Yeah, and I mean, you hate to see Trey that happen to Trey. It's a huge bummer. But now the Niners do look like geniuses. Restructuring Jimmy's contract. It's funny. There's a viral clip going around of his press conference after the game, and one of the reporters mentions it, and he laughs, and he has this big smile on his face, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that." He in his contract, if he plays over 25% of the snaps in a game, he gets a $250,000 bonus, and if he gets a win, he gets another $100,000. So he made $350,000 extra bucks for that game. And the reporter's like, "You made $350,000 today," and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's true." It's pretty funny, but it looks like a really smart move on the Niners' end.
Chestnut checkers for the 49ers.
John Lynch
basically saying, "No, we're not going to settle getting rid of Jimmy. We're going to keep him if we can't get what we want for him." And
Yeah.
look at that. They're still there. If they didn't have Jimmy right now, they're dead in the water.
Yep.
Goodbye season. But now
Yeah.
they have Jimmy. They're still on track to make the playoffs. They're still on track to maybe be a Super Bowl contender.
They're a better
So-
team with Jimmy.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
a much better team with Jimmy.
That's been my question. That's why I just
You know Kyle wanted it the whole fucking time too. You know it.
Yeah. Well, and it's so weird to me, the whole Trey Lance situation. I was like, why are you forcing him in his second year when Jimmy is still probably better?
They just really like his ceiling. They just really like Lance's ceiling because he can be, if he puts it together, he can be like a Cam Newton in the best way possible, which is a guy who scrambles around really fast, mobile, has a rocket arm. That's his ceiling. But
Totally.
he hasn't put it together yet.
Totally.
He's young.
But here's the thing. Jimmy Garoppolo's ceiling it's a Super Bowl appearance.
No, we've already seen it.
We've seen it. We've seen his fucking ceiling. He goes to the Super Bowl. Yeah, he didn't win against Patrick Mahomes in his fucking God season. Okay, but damn, why are we doing this to Jimmy? Jimmy just wins. I don't care what his QBR is. I don't care what his touchdown interception rate. Does he win? What's his career winning percentage? Does he win football games? Yes, he does. He's been winning games for the Niners with Shanahan and a good team around him. What was the point?
I think maybe another reason
He went into Lambeau Field last season in the playoffs and beat Aaron Rodgers. What? And then you just move off of him?
You're
Well,
preaching to the
some-
choir here.
I will say to be
preaching to the
fair.
choir.
I will say to be fair, the only touchdown they scored that game was a blocked punt touchdown.
What
It
in
was,
the Packers game?
yes.
Okay, but he still got there. I don't care. Does he win games?
He's a great game manager.
Yes.
And when you have a team that's as loaded with talent as the Niners
all you
seem to
need.
have been over the past half decade or so, you just need somebody that's not going to fuck up.
Yeah.
And you give him a chance every time.
Well, dude, and the Trey Lance thing just screams like, we need a fucking Patrick Mahomes. That is not going to happen again. That's not how this league's going to work.
Everybody saw the 17 draft.
No, exactly. They're just like, oh my God, this is what we need.
I mean, I also just think maybe the reason why they wanted to move off of Jimmy is because of his contract. I think right now they're pretty much happy with him being the starter. Since he took that pay cut, they did not like what they're paying him. They wanted a guy who could probably do what Jimmy can do and maybe a little bit more, but pay him way less money. That's something that they wanted. They wanted to move off of him because of his contract. The only reason why he's still a 49er is because he took his pay cut.
Let's
It's not a bad take at all, but I just really still find it ridiculous that you have a quarterback that's winning games, and I don't care what you're fucking paying him.
I think the 49ers are good to win games with, not with any quarterback, obviously, but with Trey Lance. Well, I mean, he got injured after a game and a half.
Yeah, well, week one, I
contention
guess
with
he's
the
playing in a
boys
monsoon,
surrounding
but
Santa
I'm
Monica.
sure. Yeah, no, in fact, and then he's in the strip
Santa Clara.
club. Yeah, so
What
I
the
mean,
fuck is that stadium? Santa Clara?
Santa Clara.
Santa
I don't
Monica?
have any idea.
Somewhere, California.
Patriots look good.
Yeah, Patriots look.
Oh, we didn't even get a chance to talk Chiefs Chargers.
Oh yeah, Chiefs Chargers. Crazy game, and honestly, I was talking about this. We were talking about this. Like, wow, like Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs really, I think, got extremely lucky this game. I think that's a lucky win.
He's a lucky man, though.
He is.
Gets these
for
lucky
sure.
wins
For sure. And look, that's definitely.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
No,
And he's
I
also really fucking good.
I get that.
At what point is it stop being luck and it's just if it's consistently luck, maybe it's just
No, this man just things
wins.
bounce Patrick Mahomes' way a fair amount of the time, but he also takes advantage of it when it does.
Look,
so you got to give
yes,
it. You got to give it to him.
He does, but I will say this: I saw more from Justin Herbert this game than I did Mahomes. Mahomes has multiple drop picks. Justin Herbert, I know he fucking had a really bad look, and also.
That was a dot at the end.
Yeah, exactly. With like broken rib cartilage, and he's in pain. And also, he had that pick six late in the game or the third quarter. That was rough. That's rough. But I don't put that all on Justin. I do a little bit because interceptions are a quarterback stat. I'm always going to put an interception on a quarterback, at least a little bit. But the receiver that he was throwing it to, they showed even before, he was tapping on his helmet. He's like, I'm gassed. I can't go. So he was like stumbling up to the line and totally fucked his route up. That's not, but he was just really tired. Obviously, still, Justin needs to not do
still
that.
A misread. It was still a misread.
Somebody's hitting gassers at fucking practice.
No, 100%. He's getting in, but still, Justin, you don't want to see him. You don't want to see him throw that. He needs to have some wherewithal there to not throw that pass. But it's not fully on him. I don't know. I think Justin I was way more impressed by what I saw from Justin. And you mentioned that dot at the end.
Yeah.
That scoring drive
was
there
a
at the
dot.
end. Nuts. That's the kind of guy you fucking want leading your team. Him and Mahomes both, obviously.
Well, let's go ahead and hammer through the rest of these because I want to do a little science experiment here with that. Here with y'all at the end. Another quarterback playing through some back pain. Jameis Winston.
Yeah, let's talk about the Saints. What do you think?
Here's the thing. Defense showed out. So did the fucking Bucks defense, unfortunately. Jameis Winston playing through a tremendous amount of pain. Alvin Kamara ruled out of the game. Kept it close the whole time. It was, I think 3-3 at halftime.
Yes.
They didn't really break off till the end there.
Yeah.
Brady, of course, getting bailed out there in the fourth, but per usual.
Yeah.
With the fucking calls, but those are Brady calls.
Mike Evans.
The best matchup in the entire NFL is Mike Evans versus Marshawn Lattimore.
It's just popcorn every week.
It's
every
so
time they play, it's
good.
popcorn.
They fucking hate each other.
Yeah.
And that's what we love to see.
Yeah.
That's what we love
Yeah.
to see. And they're both so good at what they do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say they're both top 10 at their position. I'd say Lattimore's top 5 at his position.
I might, not top 5 for Mike, but he really is maybe like 7 on my list.
Yeah, I mean,
Close.
there's just so much.
I mean, he's
goddamn
one of
good
the most
receivers.
reliable guys you can throw the
Yeah.
ball to.
Hasn't had a single season with less than 1,000 receiving yards.
Yeah.
And he's been in the league like
insane.
7 years.
But with the Saints, I'm just kind of hoping for health going next week. Hope Kamara's healthy. I hope Jameis can. They said there was no possibility of further injury, but
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yeah,
You're on
I
a
saw that. I was
football
like,
field.
how do you?
Yeah, as soon as I read that, I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah, there's always.
What
always
if they just fucking ram a helmet into the back?
Yeah,
That's not gonna.
There's no chance of it getting worse. I feel like there is. I feel like,
I feel like you're
he could
lying to
break-
me.
I feel like, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit, the Cowboys. The Bengals suck. Let's talk about some teams that suck. The Bengals suck. The Bears suck. The Colts fucking suck.
If I recall correctly, I think someone sat over there and said that the Bengals are extremely overrated and are not going to have a very good season.
Ooh, okay, all right,
it was
okay,
me.
all
It was
right.
me.
We'll pull all your takes, Garrett. Make
Yeah.
sure they're all accounted for.
Yeah. I said they're going to miss the postseason. I said they're not going to be very good. They're going to be all right. But, I mean, so far I've been proven right because
Panthers suck too.
They look soft. Bengals look soft.
Panthers. Bengals do look soft, and I've been a big supporter of the Bengals,
And then
I
the
don't
Bills,
know.
the Bills and the Eagles both look elite. I saw a tweet and it was so true.
I think we saw it.
Our nation's infrastructure cannot handle
Yeah.
a Philadelphia
No.
Eagles Buffalo Bills
that would
Super
be
Bowl.
nuts.
They're gonna have to make the Monday then after the Super Bowl like an off day for everyone, like a holiday, because
And now, like, not even like a day to like sober up and like start feeling better because you've been drinking a lot. We all need an off day to just clean up the wreckage in the streets.
Put out the
We
fires.
may need multiple off days.
Yeah.
The stadium will be on fire by the end of the third.
Yeah, no. It'll have to be like a hurricane cleanup. You know, like the day after a hurricane, everyone's like, well, let's
I
go
can't think
fix
of
shit.
2 other sports fan bases in the world that I would trust less in the same parking lot.
All right, but let's be honest here. The Eagles are not sniffing a Super Bowl this year.
Hey, the NFC looks weak as fuck. If Tom Brady
yes.
fumbles,
I don't see the Eagles getting there. I see them making the playoffs. They're going to win their easy fucking division. But you know, I think their ceiling is they'll get to the NFC Championship if they're lucky.
They won't be able to get past the Bucks or the 49ers, in my opinion, or even maybe the Packers
or the Rams.
or the Rams.
Yeah.
or the Rams.
They're
All right,
still not there yet.
I want to play a quick little game for y'all
Okay.
before we sign off here. I'm going to say a team name. I want both of y'all to say the first word that comes to your mind as soon as I say it. With this
Okay.
season.
Okay.
Chargers.
Dogs.
Not there yet. I know you said one word, but close. That's my
Close?
word.
Okay.
Close.
We're going to rapid fire. The Steelers.
Tough.
Tomlin. He'll always get him there. He'll get him where he needs to go.
Giants.
Sneaky.
Soon.
Soon?
Soon.
Okay, Browns.
Frauds.
Fuckers.
Fraudulence.
Fuckers.
Fraudulence.
Jaguars.
Solid.
Surprising.
Solid.
Surprising.
What y'all think about fucking T-Law?
I think he looks good. I think he's getting to that point where we kind of all thought he was gonna be, you know. And I think I'm excited to. It sucks he's in our division, but you know I'm excited to see what he does because I'm a fan. I've always liked Trevor.
Okay. Chiefs.
Same.
Fucking dogs.
Same old. I mean, they're the new Patriots.
Yeah.
They're the new dynasty.
Usual. Yeah.
Patriots. Yeah. That's
Okay.
exactly how I feel about the fucking Patriots.
I'd say okay because
All right.
Yeah.
I really just don't care about the Patriots.
Fine.
Yeah.
Panthers.
Dog water.
Tragic.
Yeah. Rough.
Colts.
Shit.
Shitcock.
Dolphins.
Cold.
Wow. Because really surprising me.
Cold.
Really surprising me.
Saints.
QB. Get
Go.
one. Go find one.
Go. I like that.
Because I don't know. Because I love that they just were like Jameis starting, Dennis Allen, tough defense. Go. Just go. Michael Thomas is
Yeah.
back. Go.
Yep. Yeah, that is very much how it was. Ravens.
Pay him.
Walk. Lamar, get out of there.
Okay. All right. Okay. Lions. They got themselves the first dub.
Woo. Woo.
Wholesome.
Wholesome.
Yeah. Woo.
The Lion. There's something with the Lions right now that's very wholesome.
I think especially after Hard Knocks, America is rooting for Detroit right now.
Everyone
Yeah.
loves Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
Shout out Aiden Hutchinson, 3 sacks.
Oh
in
my
the
God,
fucking
monster.
first.
Dude went nuclear.
Doing insane.
Commanders.
Sneaky.
Ooh.
Frisky.
Okay. Okay. Buccaneers.
Ugh, boring.
Tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of Brady, man.
Me too.
I've been fucking, dude. 2012. I'm like, when's this guy gonna get out of the league? 2022. When's this guy gonna get out of the fucking league, man? Come
Yeah.
on. I'm
Packers.
tired.
Aaron.
Different. They
I don't
look
know.
different right
They
now.
do look different.
They look a lot different.
I'm just like Aaron's the only thing there that's keeping that ship afloat.
Seahawks.
First
Next.
overall.
Oh yeah, I'm like, yeah, next year.
Yeah.
You'll get them.
Cowboys.
Disgusting.
You know, my word is fucking okay because I mean I'm okay.
I don't know how they pulled off this win with Cooper Rush, but it's not gonna continue.
Raiders.
Tragic.
Underwhelming.
Oof. Yeah.
Tragic.
For
They
sure.
made all these moves and they're still 0-2. Tragic.
49ers.
Back.
Jimmy.
Back.
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Los Angeles Rams.
Good. They still look good. I know against the Bills they looked underwhelming, but I mean they're still going to be good. They look good. They have a lot of talent, man.
I don't know how the Rams. Matt's good. He's just been throwing a lot of picks. He's
Okay.
thrown 5 interceptions so far.
That'll first 2 weeks.
We'll figure it out. Figure it out. Yeah.
I'll be a Matthew Stafford hater till the day I fucking die now.
I like Matt, but
We are not alike.
he needs a little.
This motherfucker couldn't predict a 20-point lead
Yeah.
to get the Saints in the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
That's
I see
true.
where we're
That's
at
true.
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. I love him.
Yeah,
I
no.
love the guy.
Here's what I think. I like Matt. It's just I don't. I feel like that's
I'm
Super
glad
Bowl
he got it. I'm
hangover.
glad he got his fucking ring.
He's in a lot.
out.
He's sure in a lot of fucking AT&T commercials. We had to have 5 picks through 2
What happens
weeks.
when motherfuckers go to LA?
Yeah.
Don't want to miss anybody. Falcons.
Meh. I'm meh on them. I don't care.
They're much better than I thought they were going to
London.
Sure, but they're just meh. I don't really care about
Cardinals.
funny
Weird.
funny
yeah.
team.
Yeah, they are a funny team.
They're a
For
funny
sure.
team. Yeah.
They're fun to watch, though.
Yeah, they're
Watching
fun to watch.
Kyler scamper around is a fun time.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think their win was more about the Raiders than them.
I like Cardinals playing in the second set of games.
Yeah.
I feel like Kyler gets blurred out in the 12 o'clocks.
Yeah. Absolutely. I agree.
Okay. Bengals.
Bengals frauds. They're frauds.
Frauds.
I'm not gonna
Hangover, maybe?
No, fucking maybe hungover. I'll say that. I'll say hungover.
They went to
We'll
the
see. They got time.
Yeah, no, they're gonna honestly, dude, by the end of the year they'll make the playoffs. I'm not worried about them.
And if the Ravens are going to keep losing games like this,
Yeah,
then
no, they'll be fine.
Broncos.
what?
Washed.
No, that's not my word is what?
Nathaniel Hackett sucks. He's a terrible head coach.
I think we were all kind of expecting funness out of the Broncos, and we have not gotten that
Yeah.
yet. They look like a mess right now.
Yeah, it's been super fucking lame.
Bears.
Same old.
Yeah, boring.
Titans.
Fuckers.
Malik. They need to start Malik
They
Willis.
do need to start Malik. I'm
Yeah.
ready for the
Me
Malik
too.
show.
Me too.
He's coming. He's
Yeah.
coming. He might start next week.
Vikings.
Fucking Kirk Cousins is a piece of shit.
Monday. Because if
All hyphenated.
Prime time. I'll say prime time.
Prime time?
Yeah.
Question mark?
Yeah.
prime time, because if they had every game prime time,
When the
they would
lights
go
come on,
0-17.
this dude just cannot
Dude,
do it.
He's
fumbles every time.
He's 2-10 in prime time.
Nooners and 3 o'clock games, he's tearing you up.
Oh, absolutely.
As soon as
yeah.
the sun goes down, it's like a completely different person. It's crazy.
Eagles.
Fun.
Very fun. Yeah,
Fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Hurts.
Jalen.
Houston boy
proving some
Jalen
fucking
Hurts.
people wrong.
Yeah,
was fun.
dude.
Fun.
Yeah.
2 more. Bills.
Juggernauts.
Unstoppable.
Juggernaut.
And to finish this off, the Houston Texans. One word.
Come on.
One word. What's your sign off for the Houston Texans?
C apostrophe MON. Come on.
Come on.
We all knew.
Bummer.
We all knew.
I'm going to say expected.
Yeah.
Expected. We all knew. Come on. Come on. We thought they were gonna be good. No, man. We're in a rebuild.
It's kind of like, though, like whenever you know your house is messy and you're coming home and
Yeah.
you get home and you see it's messy and you're like, oh, this still sucks. though.
Yeah, you're like,
I knew this was going to suck, but
Yeah.
yeah, it also
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I was
sucks.
expecting it to just be cleaned up overnight.
Yeah, I
before
thought
they
something
got
was
home.
yeah, I
gonna-
thought someone was gonna come
Like
in
a
and
Roomba
fix.
was
Yeah.
going to go ham or something.
Yeah, it's like I see this is gonna be a process now.
Yeah,
All
bummer.
right, guys, that's going to do it for us today. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I think our schedule may change a little bit. We will tweet out the details, figure all that out. We hope to have producer Garrett on moving forward, and
Every week.
I think it's going to be nice. We'll see you
Yeah.
guys next week for some more football.
Later.
See ya.